Hi students, today I am coming with a new topic. This is a helping topic for physics students. This is what is called mathematical tools. Because to go with physics, it is very necessary to have some idea about mathematics, right? In 10th class also you have studied many things. Trigonometry you have studied, algebraic expressions you have studied, and so many other things, right? So there are situations where when we have to take a square of a function. Let me suppose that a plus x, a right, a plus x the whole square, right? That you can do. A plus x the whole square means a square plus 2ab plus sorry a plus b the whole square. That is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b the whole square also you can. A plus b the whole cube also you know how to do it. A minus b the whole cube also you can. Right? Suppose that more than 3, if the index comes, right, power comes, it is very difficult to operate that function, right? So in that situation, we use another tool, what is called binomial theorem we will use, right? In that situation, we can prove, we can uh, obtain the value of, right, a plus x the whole raised to n also. Suppose a plus x the whole raised to n is the condition function. N can be greater than 3. A plus x the whole raised to 3. That means a plus x cube. A plus x the whole raised to 3 cube can be easily done because already because we know a plus b the whole cube, you know. This is a plus x the whole cube also can be done easily. But if n is greater than 3, that is n is equal to 4, n is equal to 5, n is equal to 10, n is equal to 100, etc. It is very difficult to do such kind of functions. Right? To solve it is very, very difficult. In that situation, we use binomial theorem. See, in our physics, we need some theory, only not the detail of that, but only the nominal idea about binomial theorem we need to have. Yes. For example, a function is there like this: 1 plus x the whole raised to n. Right? In this case, x is very much less than 1. X is very much less than 1. N is an integer, positive integer, right? That can be equal to 1, 2, 3, or greater than 3 also. So in such a thing, we can write this as equal to the value of this 1 plus x the whole raised to n is equal to 1 plus nx we can write. This is the solution of this. 1 plus x the whole raised to n is equal to 1 plus nx. Remember, x is a term that is very much less than 1. Very much. That can be 0.0001 or 0.01. That must be less than 1, right? In the same way, 1 plus x the whole raised to minus n. 1 plus x the whole raised to minus n is equal to. That is equal to 1 plus minus n into x plus x. Minus n into plus x. That is equal to 1 minus nx we can write. In this case, also remember, x is very much less than 1, right? In another situation, suppose that this is 1 minus x the whole raised to n. 1 minus x the whole raised to n means this can be written as equal to 1 minus nx also we can write. This is another situation. In this case, it is n is less than 1. And here it is n is greater than 1, right? Okay. This is the situation. Another situation what we see is 1 minus x the whole raised to minus n is equal to 1 plus nx also we can write. These are the simple ideas we need to have for solving our problems in physics. This is called binomial theorem, right? So binomial theorem is our functions to operate. Binomial theorem is very, very important. We are not actually going into details of binomial theorem, but only those usable areas we are actually touching. That's all, not more than that. That is what I told you. That means 1 plus x the whole raised to n. In all these cases, remember, x is very, very much less than 1, right? So we can do some problems also. So to do some problems that also I am trying to give you idea. Suppose there is a problem one that is equal to problem number 1, that is square root of 1 divided by 1 minus x. So there is a function like this. Here x is 0.001. Remember, so these cases I explained, in all those cases x must be very much less than 1. X is equal to 1 by right 1000. That is equal to 0.001. How this can be done? This is equal to root of 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x also we can. Root 1 is 1 only. That is 1 divided by root of 1 minus x can be done equal to 1 minus x, the whole raised to 1 by 2 also we can write. Because root of anything is equal to root x. Root x is equal to x raised to 1 by 2. That also we can. Now this is 1 by something. Also you know that 1 by x is equal to x raised to minus 1 also we can write. So therefore, how this can be replaced? This can be said as, this can be written as equal to 1 minus x, the whole raised to minus 1 by 2 we can write. Because in the place of x, we have 1 minus x. Right? X raised to 1 only. In the place of x raised to 1, we have 1 by 2. So that way also we can write. This is the same case we have got 1 minus x, the whole raised to minus n. That is, this is equal to 1 minus 1 minus 1 by 2 into minus x. That is equal to 1 plus x by 2 you will get. This minus 1 minus of minus 1 by 2 into x. Minus into minus is equal to plus. That is 1 plus x by 2 you are getting. So this is the solution of this. And the value of x can be put as x raised, x is equal to 0.001. We can get the value of this expression, this function, right? So one more example I am going to tell you. So all these things you will note or keep in the mind, remember, because we have to use time to time, right? All along physics, this kind of mathematical tools we have to use. So if you don't know this kind of operations, then it will be very difficult to go with physics. Another one I am going to tell you is this case. That is, this is root of 1 plus x divided by 1 minus x. Right? This thing can be as equal to 1 plus x, the whole raised to 1 by 2, divided by 1 minus x, the whole raised to 1 by 2. Okay. Now, this is equal to the numerator. This is equal to 1 plus x by 2. 1 plus x, the whole raised to n is equal to 1 plus nx. What is n? N is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 x is less by 2. The whole divided by 1 minus x by 2 also we can write. Okay. Now, this is equal to this is equal to 1 plus x by 2, 1 plus x by 2 into 1 minus x by 2, the whole raised to minus 1 we can write. Like that? Because 1 by x, the 1 by x is equal to x raised to minus 1. Right? This quantity, when goes up, that becomes equal in the denominator, that is equal to 1 minus x by 2, the whole raised to minus 1. That is, this is equal to 1 plus x by 2, again into 1 minus x by 2, the whole raised to minus 1 is equal to 1 plus x by 2 only. Minus 1 into minus x by 2, that is equal to x by 2, right? This is equal to 1 plus x by 2, the whole square also we can write. So this is the facility we are getting. We can get the value of this, right? Confusing this one can be solved like this: 1 plus x by 2 the whole square. The value of x is given, then that will be less than 1, very much less than 1. Putting this, the value of square root of 1 plus x divided by 1 minus x can be calculated. In applications in physics, many times we will come across this kind of conditions. then we have to use binomial theorem. So binomial theorem is also very important, right? You will see that you will get the advantage of that if you keep this in the mind. So another one, suppose in physics, when we study what is called gravitation. Gravitation is a topic, important topic for class 11. Then there is a condition that G dash by G. G is the acceleration gravity on the surface of the Earth, and G dash is the acceleration gravity, either it is above or it is below, right? So on the surface of the Earth, only acceleration gravity is maximum, and above, when we go altitudes at heights away from the surface of the Earth, or we go quite down into the Earth, in both the cases, acceleration gravity changes. There is an expression like this: G dash by G is equal to G dash by G is equal to R square divided by R plus H the whole square. There is a relation like this. It's a relation gravitation. When we come to that topic, then you will understand it. Right? This is how this can be operated. This can be operated like this, R square. R square divided by, this is a squared part. From the squared part, when R is taken outside, that becomes R square. So from here, that this is equal to 1 plus H by R, the whole square you will get. Right? So if it is taken inside, that becomes equal to, right? R square is taken inside, right? That is equal to R, right? And H by R into R. The same thing only. From a squared part, when R is taken outside of the bracket, that becomes a squared value, right? Then this square, R square and R square cancel. What you are getting here is equal to 1 by 1 plus H by R square. You are getting. Am I correct? This is now again in the form of 1 by X, 1 by X square. 1 by X square is equal to what? 1 by X square is equal to X raised to minus 2. In the same way, this is applied. This is equal to 1 plus H by R, the whole raised to minus 2 also we can write. It's very simple how this is applied. Remember, I am only giving you the nominal idea which we want to use in physics. What much we need to use in physics, that only I am explaining. I am not explaining this in the detail way. This is equal again 1 minus 2H by R also we can write. Right? Therefore, G dash by G is this one. Therefore, G dash is equal to G into G dash is equal to G into 1 minus 2H by R. G into 1 minus 2H divided by R. So this way we can calculate where G dash is the actual gravity at a certain height above the surface of the, and G is the value of actual gravity quite below the surface of the, on the surface of the G dash at a height or below. G is the value of actual gravity on the surface. Yeah, I said in a wrong way. I am very sorry, right? So this is about how a binomial theorem can be used to operate, right, mathematical situations, right? That also. Next, I am going to give you some formula in algebra. Algebra, some many formula, you know, a plus b the whole square, you know, a minus b the whole square, you know, a minus a cube plus b, a plus b the whole cube, you know, a minus b the whole cube, you know, etc. But some different formula there. One is a plus b plus c the whole square. A plus b plus c the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2ac plus 2bc. We can write 2bc. This also you have to remember, right? Now, this is very important. You already know it. A cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. This is also important. Another one is a cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b into what? A square. Here it is a plus ab plus b square. So this is also important formula.